the different gear that we use. When we go into a fire, we have to be protected by all our gear. So it might make somebody look a little scary. Sometimes the younger kids get scared, but we want you guys to see every step of the way when we put our gear on what we look like, so you're not scared of us. If there's a fire, you don't run. Now, if you were inside a house that's on fire and you're hiding, and a fireman comes into the room, what are you going to do? You're going to yell them over here. You don't want to run and hide. You want to come to them. They're only there to help you. All right, so you guys want to start? The first thing they're going to do, they're going to put on their pants, which are also connected to their boots. These protect their feet and their legs.
Oh, yeah.
Now they have suspenders on the top of their pants to keep their pants up to make sure that they're protected when they're in the fire. It goes over their boots to ensure there's no openings so that they're completely protected. Next thing they're put on is their hood. It goes over their head, protects their neck from the fire. Then after that, they move on to their jacket. Just like a winter coat that you guys have at home, but it's fire resistant. So it can resist fire up to a certain degree. It's not fireproof, but it'll help for a little while. And the chief is here. Come on in, chief.
Hello.
Hello. Everybody, this is Chief Will. Hi. Hi. The head honcho here.
We came here for cookies.
Yeah, cookies.
All right. Next thing they're going to do is they're going to turn on the air to their pack. This pack allows them to breathe inside of the fire. The fire creates hot gases. You can't breathe. You can't see.
Can I get numbers from the trooper? Yeah.
They put these packs on their back. It supplies 30 minutes of air to the fire. If they're working, they bring it down to as little as 15 minutes. So we have to get in, get the job done, and get out. That's why you guys shouldn't hide. Just come right to us to make sure that we can get to you. Okay. Next thing they're going to do is they're going to put on their masks. These masks are what helps them get the air to their face when they need to breathe inside of a fire. They pull their hood down over the mask to ensure a seal. This way they're completely protected. As you can see, if you look at it, you can't see any of their clothing or their skin from the toes all the way up to their head, except for their fingers. Alright, next thing you're going to do is put their helmets on. Protects their head in case they fall or something falls on them. The ceiling collapses while they're inside. And then they're going to put on their gloves that protect their hands. The last thing they do is they click in with their air regulators. You guys go ahead and go on there and stay on there. Now, as you can hear, they sound like Darth Vader a little bit. Now, if they're coming to a building, a lot of people will get scared. It's dark, it's smoky, and all of a sudden you see them coming through and they sound like this. That's false. And you can hear them, but it's hard to hear them. So now, if they come into a room, they're going to be yelling, "Where are you? Mine the fire department." Now you guys want to answer them. You want to scream as loud as you can. I know Mom and Daddy tell you not to scream and yell. This is the time you want to scream like a lunatic. So when you see them coming, you start screaming and yelling so they know exactly where you are to come and get you out. Now Justin here has what's called an amplifier. So when he talks, you can understand it better. A little better? So it could be either way. You never know, so you got to answer them regardless. All right, go ahead and go up there. Stop. Oh, stay there. All right, so now they're the same person they were before they started getting dressed. If you look at them now, they're there to help you. They're not there to hurt you. You don't want to run and hide. these guys are dressed up completely, their gear weighs about as much as one of you does.
What does it all total up to with the oxygen?
It varies depending on person because different size gear, but roughly, I'll say it's about 90 extra pounds between the pack, the gear, tools they need to be carrying. It's heavy enough that even in the winter sometimes you'll start sweating. It's very well insulated. Now while they're getting undressed, let's talk about some fire safety. Now we already talked about calling 911. Obviously you guys all know 911 is the number for emergency. When you guys have a fire in the house and you leave, do you all have a meeting place at home that you discuss with your parents?
Yeah.
Where's your meeting place at home? Everybody know that? What about you? You guys live together? What about you?
Where is it again?
If you guys don't have a meeting place, go home.
It's like in the front yard or the driveway.
When you go home, you should discuss with your parents a meeting place. Your meeting place should be outside of the house, away from the house, but not in the street. You don't want to be in the street because when the fire trucks, the police cars are getting there, you don't want to get hit by a car. You want to stay in the lawn, but away from the house. And under no circumstances do you go back inside. Your toys, your video games, any of that stuff can all be replaced. You cannot be replaced.
Not go in after the cat. Can't go in after the cat.
Fortunately, the cat is up to us.
I know, the cat, he'll find his way out. He's very resourceful.
Leave the door open on the way out.
Justin, can we go next door to your house,
Huh? That's our big discussion at home, not to go in after the cat.
You have the wonderful lightweight truss homes over there. You have the lightweight truss roof in your complex. You live back north.
Yeah, what, yeah.
Is that bad construction from a fire?
When you get a fire in there, it comes down
It's
very
not gonna
quickly.
come down. Wow.
Yep.
Cookie cutter.
In 10 minutes.